and I make music like soulful music, and I jumped into motivation in the process of like doing my music because times have changed, things are different, and in the process of me pushing and doing a lot of things by myself, I had to stay encouraged in some type of way. So I started picking up that motivation to continue and speaking on my experiences and trying to encourage other people through what I faced.
And where do you normally speak? Like what type of
Man,
audience?
I speak I speak anywhere. I mean, right now I'm moving with the wave, but I try to do it whereby I can reach or touch almost anybody who probably needs that message. I kind of feel like a lot of people need motivation, but sometimes they overlook it or they don't take it as serious. But in some type of way, when we wake up, when we go to work, there's something pushing us to want to do it. Sometimes it could be children, sometimes it can be not wanting to be homeless or on the street. It can be, just wanting to make sure you're okay. There's a motive behind us doing certain things. And I feel like when we have a positive encouragement, it's necessary. So I just try my best to just talk and encourage as many people as I can encourage. I keep it PG. I don't curse in my videos. I just talk and try to inspire people. So I go anywhere. I've been interviewed by a couple people before, but usually, like, I'll go somewhere to an environment. I'll just record my thoughts and I'll put it on YouTube and I'll share it on different sites. And that's the way I've been growing my platform, just using the internet.
Do you ever get paid to speak, or do you do it as a volunteer basis?
For now, I haven't been paid at all. No, I haven't got paid, but I've been doing it for years. I mean, it's like a passion. So you know how it goes. I mean, I kind of feel like when you're doing something you enjoy, eventually, in some type of way, it'll lead you to, you know, it'll feed you eventually if you make the right moves and if it's meant to be. But I haven't gotten paid from it yet. No.
Theo, there was a way that you could make a living or benefit financially by helping other groups, organizations, different causes to raise funds and awareness. Would that be of interest to you? If you could make a decent living as a motivational speaker by helping others, would that be of interest to you? Or is that something you'd like to continue doing on maybe on the sideline?
Yeah, that's the goal. I mean, that's why I do it. I believe in chasing your dreams. I feel like when you chase your dreams, it opens up opportunities. I want to be able to live off what I do, and for people to support me in the process of me giving out, you know, that information or resource or inspiration to them. That's the goal of me doing it. But for now, I've just been moving and just putting it out there, and just because I feel like sometimes you have to put in work before some people just wake up 3 days, they say, I've recorded a video, I'm a motivational speaker, that's me. But I feel like you have to put the work in. When you put the work in and people can see what you've done, then they have something to be like, okay, now I know why you're saying you're this. But if I say I'm an artist and I don't draw and I don't have no work, then people will be like, they won't take me serious.
How much do you know of what we do? Like, obviously, you made an appointment to discuss taking your passion and being able to help other people. Do you have any background on what we do or how we make things happen at all?
I was actually surprised because I think it was a female that was in my that messaged me. So I thought
Nah.
I was talking to, it was you? That
No,
was you?
it was probably, there's three of us that work together. Nat Banat, a young lady, I'm sure you might have
Yeah,
saw her video. And I
yeah.
work with Dean Hankey and myself, and the three of us, like my background was, I was a magician, entertainer, did magic shows with big cats, as you can see. And I started, I grew up in foster care. I stuttered. I lived in foster homes, and I used to do little magic tricks, but I stuttered. And my principal and members of the community would help me. And I went on to not only become a full-time illusionist, but raise millions of dollars for charity in the process. And
Wonderful.
the three of us have raised over $20 million for nonprofit groups doing what we do, which is performing, speaking, motivating. So that's kind of what we do. Together, we've raised over $20 million doing our own thing. But now, like I'm 60 years of age, you know, I'm getting into retirement years. And my biggest motivation right now is to take what I have learned about making a living from my passion and being able to help others, to help as many people as I can to learn what I do, so that after I'm gone, they can continue to go on and serve people the way that I've been my whole life. And for example, if 2 or 3 people can raise $20 million for nonprofit groups, it took us our whole lifetime to do that. Whereas if I could show 100 people to do what I did, and they can continue to serving people wherever they're at, then I'm able to make a benefit in your community, even though I've never been there, which makes me sleep very well at night, because I'm helping someone in a place that I never could go there and serve myself. And B, that if I show this to 100 people, we could raise $100 million a year, or a couple $100 million a year for nonprofit groups all over the world. And to me, that would be a legacy worth leaving behind. Right? We've already done 30,000 events. We've already made a lot of money doing what we do. But why take this to the grave? Why not pass this on and help others to do what we do, so they can do what they love and actually go out and make a real difference in this world, right? So we basically do a 3-step process we call ESP. The E is events. We put on events, either online or offline, where we bring in our expertise, we gather an audience, and we inspire, we coach, we teach, we do whatever we're good at, right? And our whole philosophy is to partner with nonprofit groups to help us build an audience, but secondly, the revenue is shared with them, so we benefit as an entertainer and they benefit as a nonprofit groups with funds and awareness. Okay, and doing it this way, we've raised millions of dollars for nonprofit groups so far. The S is sponsorships. We are, like, my friends call me super sponsor man. I'm a sponsor guy, and I've done millions of dollars in sponsors for my own events. I've coached a number of entertainers who were able to go out and to do $10,000 or $20,000 of sponsorships at a time, so they can go out and use their show or their act to inspire others. One of my students, Brian Glow, went up to almost the North Pole, going all up through the northern no man's land, to do a suicide awareness tour that was completely sponsored by sponsors. We helped them with the sponsorships as well. And so that we have the events, then we have the sponsorships, which is businesses that want to be part of what we're doing because we're making good things happen in the community. And they help us with venues, marketing, advertising, butts in the seats, and they give us cash as well, because it could be a local real estate agent, it could be a mortgage broker, it could be a local restaurant, automobile dealerships, who want to put their name on what we're doing in our communities to help a local cause. So we have the events, we have the sponsorship, and then we have the P, which is like a products or the profits that we would get even at the end of our seminar. We, you know, if you have a book or course or further, so we could do a fundraising event, for example, where we bring 50 or 75 people, it could be $100 a ticket, and maybe we split 50-50 with a nonprofit group. Our sponsors would pay us income to, so that we can make a difference with those local nonprofit groups. We have the sponsorship income. And then at the end of the day, we could offer an extended program, or they could buy your whatever you have as an additional over and above income source as well. So we have the events, we have the sponsorship, and then we have all the profits that would go at the end of that summer with the back room sales or whatever you're doing as part of your event, right?
Right.
That's kind of what we do. So we are looking to partner with more entertainers so that eventually we could put on multiple events at a time, where we have, Nats in Melbourne, Australia. We have Dean in Reno. We have Tim Fox, a law enforcement officer in Nashville. That's a strongman. We have Brian Glow in Winnipeg. We have me here in Ontario. So we have a network of people, and eventually we'll start putting on 50 to 100 events worldwide all at the same time, all for local cause in our community. We're helping people in my community, you're helping people in your community, but together we're putting on national events that gives us a lot more
exposure.
exposure, credibility, sponsors, and we all win, right? Because it's one thing to say you've raised 100,000, he's raised 20,000, he's raised 100,000. It's another thing to say a group of us, entrepreneurs with a cause, we come together, we help each other, we inspire each other to do good work in our communities, and together as a group, we raise 100 million or 200 million or 500 million or whatever we've done as a group, and we all partner and help each other, right?
Right.
Now,
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, and so it's a way of, my own selfish reason is I know if I help you to go and help people in your community, I get to sleep really good at night knowing that I've helped children in your community or homeless vets or whatever the cause may be, right? And
Right.
together we can make a difference worldwide for all those that we're kind of charged to go and help, right?
Yeah,
And we all have
the
our reason,
purpose.
your purpose, right? So
Mm-hmm.
this is kind of what we're doing here, and we have different ways that we can help you depending on where you're at and where you want to go and how much help you need from us, right? So so it's something that is this something that you would like to do on your own, or is this something you'd like to partner with us? Are you looking for coaching or help on putting this all together?
I'm gonna be honest with you, and I like I said, I appreciate you calling me. I appreciate, I mean, you opening this invitation and telling me it sounds like a beautiful idea. Me personally, um, I love to inspire. I want to help my world. I believe in positive stuff. I have over 2,400 videos on YouTube.
Cool.
And yeah, so I'm gonna send you my link to check out so you can see how I speak. You'll figure out if I'm somebody you want on your team. Honestly speaking, this is something new to me. I don't know everything. I don't got all the answers. You understand? But when it comes to speaking, when it comes to inspiring, that's within me because I have to wake up every day and live it. Like in these times that we live in. But me personally, I need understanding. I want to learn more. I want to be able to make the right moves. I want to be able to impact and touch as many people as I can touch because I kind of feel like, yes, if you have a talent or a gift, it's good. But at the end of the day, you need to know how to use it and you need to know how to reach people in the process. So even when I spoke to the lady, I told her, I said, honestly, there's a lot of things I don't know, and there are things I want to learn to help me get better at what I'm doing. So whatever comes with that, that can help me be more efficient and place me in better positions to do what I actually want to do and help people, that's what I'm looking for. So that's the truth. For the most part, all I do, I put my videos on YouTube. In the process of me doing that, certain people find me. When I walk out on the streets, I connect with people. I tell, during this pandemic, it's been hard. But usually I print out business cards and I pass it to different people. I print out like over 10,000 business cards. I'll go to different places and I'll just be passing them to different people. Hey, I'm Dayodman Man. Nice to meet you. Hey, I'm Dayodman Man. I'm a motivational speaker. I make music. Check me out. But now due to the pandemic, people are a little more scared to be in contact. So when I go places, I just ask people, hey, do you like positive stuff? And if they say, yes, I'm a motivational speaker, you can check out my website or you can check out my YouTube channel. You can see what I do. So that's now what I'm doing. But honestly, I know I need help. There's certain things I don't know. And I want to know so I can do more because it's something that I believe in. And it's difficult when you have a dream and there's people that aren't pushing you like that. It's just you, because now the world is more divided. It's separated. And I feel like what now things are going to be even more divided.
No, I hear you.
So
I hear you. And it's too bad, really. But, and it's too bad, too, that, I don't think it's a society as a whole, but sometimes it's just all it takes is a couple events or, and it's just, it's hard to explain. But I think that for the most part, I think most people don't want that divided between cultures and different nations. And most people want peace, right? But there are some that cross the line one way or the other, and it takes a long time sometimes to get back to where we were at or where we were aiming for. We're kind of get close sometimes, and then things happen, and and then we're just trying to, right? So,
right. Because look, if this is, let's say this is us, right?
Yeah,
This is people, right? These
yeah,
are people, right? If we're like this, it's easy to penetrate, right? When we're like this, it's hard. When we're
exactly.
together, you can do more.
Mhm.
So I mean, I know in the process of doing this, everybody, you know, I kind of feel like when you have a dream, a talent, you have an energy. There's certain people that are like you. It doesn't matter how they look, where they're from, their vibe, their energy, their tribe. You guys speak the same language, you talk the same way. You know what I'm saying? So those people, if we can touch those people, those are the people that if we lay seeds, we plant seeds in their life, they will go out into the community and plant into other people's lives, and it can help us make the world a better place off what we start. So, you know, I'm willing to connect like this with as many people who are positive or have the same type of dreams and ambition like me, or in terms of energy or vibe. You know, we can have different things, but if you have a good heart, I want to connect with those type of people. So even other people who are opposite from us, if they feel or if they see what we do, we might be able to convince them to want to be a better person for themselves, you know?
Would you welcome help or mentoring on helping you to develop your cause and your reach and your market and be able to eventually prosper from this?
Yes, I mean, yes, I mean, I would love that if, you know, if, yeah, I would love it. You know, I just feel like sometimes when you're doing certain things, you just need somebody that's going to believe in what you're doing. I kind of feel like the reward of believing in somebody is bigger than just what you see at the surface. Because when you actually invest into somebody and they have something to offer, you'll gain everything that comes with whatever they do. But there's a lot of people that don't think like that nowadays. People think about now, but they don't look at tomorrow, you know? So, yeah, I mean, like I said from the jump, I need as much help as I could get. I know I don't have all the answers,
Yeah.
but I'm willing to make my cause better and help as many people as I can help in the process of trying to develop myself.
We've done over 30,000 events. So we're like we've been doing this forever. Okay, so
Hmm.
between that, Dean and myself, we've done over 30,000 live events. So both online and offline, working with every possible cause you can imagine. We've done seminars, workshops, entertainment events. So we've done it all. Okay, and there's a
Hmm.
couple different ways that we are looking to help folks. Right,
Okay.
one way, and it depends on your commitment and where you're at and how we can work together. Okay, and I can run these by you. Like, see, my biggest thing is I'm not here to sell you anything or get you to recruit you to do anything. So I don't want to come across like I'm trying to enroll you in my program or whatever. I just want to explain what we do, how we work together, and if you're open-minded, I can run an idea by you that you can think about. Or right? Is that fair?
That's fair.
There's three options that we can help you on. One way is we have a process how we do our events, right? We work with a number of entertainers that's went out and got amazing results. Now we're looking to take this and work with speakers, authors, coaches, those with a message. We're looking to work with people. We're looking to help people that help people. If that makes sense. So the people we're looking to help people that help people, right? So because this way, by helping you, we would help all the people that you inspire. By helping a nonprofit group that serves, say, the homeless, we could help one person to go out and they could help 1,000 homeless people. We could help a person over here who goes out and helps 5,000 of these folks. We can help somebody over here, right? So we're helping people to help people, so that this way, in the shortest period of time, we can make it the biggest impact possible. So we have a series of trainings. It's got kind of a do-yourself version where you make a small skin in the game commitment. We say, here's everything you need. Here's all the training. Here's all the templates. Like, here's basically everything you need to know. And you can work at your own pace. There's a Facebook group. You can go there and ask questions, and we would respond back and help you that way. But it's basically a do-yourself um, process. Okay, so basically we have two options. One is where you pay us and the other one is we pay you, okay? The one where you pay us, you pay a small investment, here's everything you need, you're good to go. We're here if you need, if you have a question, we're here to help, okay? But it's kind of like do it yourself. We also have what we're just gonna start in the next 3 or 4 weeks. It's like a ride along experience where Dean and I and Nat are gonna go out and we're gonna create 3 or 4 events. And you would be able to sit in one of those ride-alongs. So that let's say I was doing an event in St. Catharines, and I went out to meet with a nonprofit group. I would record the whole thing. I went up with a sponsor. I'd record the whole thing. If they said yes, I'm recording it. If they say no, I'm recording it. If they have objections, I'm recording the whole process. So you can not only have the training, but you can ride along as we do an event, as we get our facility, as we get our sponsors, as we get our nonprofit group, as we do all our marketing and fill those butts in the seats, as we do the event and how we finish that up. You would be like a fly on the wall, and you would be able to listen into all those conversations. So not only do you have the training, but now you're watching us to implement all the things that we taught you. So you can see us actually out in the real world, having real conversations in real time, which is pretty cool, okay? Which is a huge advantage. And we're gonna allow you to partner with each other. We're gonna give you everything that you need. Like, you know, and at that point, you know, there's possibility we can speak on your stages, you can speak on our stages, we partner with each other in the group, but it's more of a, we're coming alongside of you and you're watching us do it. And then we have a third option, which is even a little more detailed, where we're gonna lock arms and help you to do your events. So we're gonna help you custom your videos. We're gonna help you to custom all your branding. We're gonna, if you don't have a book, we're gonna make sure you have one. If you don't have a course to sell at the end of your, let's say you do a seminar, you wanna sell a $500 or $1,000 program at the end of that seminar. If you don't have one, we're gonna make sure you got one. Here you go, everything turnkey, hassle free, put it to use kind of thing, right? So we can help you just saying, here's a material, there you go. Or you can watch us do an event, or we can actually partner up and just work together and help you with your events. And obviously there's a different commitment and financially on your, right?
Yeah.
So basically like $3,000, here's everything you need. For $7,500, you get everything you need, all the templates, we don't part with each other, you get more direct access to us. We actually go do an event and let you listen in. And then for the $12,000, you get everything you need, you get all your instant authority. So here's your course, here's your book, here's all your videos. We're gonna custom help you with all the templates. We're gonna give you an FX video system with all the, which is a program to help you with all your stinger videos that you can use not only for your own events, but for your own self. But many times we offer our sponsors, we do the custom videos for our sponsors, and for the nonprofits, you're gonna get all that stuff, right? And we'd actually help you for a year. We'd actually help you for a year, right?
Okay.
So again,
so
yeah.
So with your packages, is this something that you gotta pay at once, or you make payments? How does it work?
Well, what many people do is they go through PayPal credit, because PayPal credit will allow you to spread this payment over 12 months.
Okay.
So you can actually go through PayPal credit, they pay us, and then you just pay PayPal credit over the next 12 months, right?
Okay.
And again, I'm not trying to, I'm just explaining some of these different things. And then I'll send you more information on these packages. We're just actually doing all the final touches on these now. The thing is that on the other packages, on the ride along on the $12,000 package, we're even willing to help you with your sponsors. Like, for example, I've done over $1 million just from real estate sponsors. So if you had a realtor, we would come on the call with you and help you to present this to your realtor. We would help you with those conversations. So we'd actually be a part of your events, right? The other thing is too, is depending on, oops, sorry, I just lost my earpiece here. I just lost my earpiece here. Sorry about that.
No problem.
The other thing is too, is that depending, and then I said, I'll send you a link to all the packages that we have here, right? And the thing is that, you know, you're going to get paid to help bring sponsors to us. You're going to get paid to, if there's other speakers that you can, like through an affiliate, you know, depending on what level you come at, you can get as low as 10% or up to 25 to 50% of what we're doing, depending on where you come in at and how much time we work together on these different events. But there's affiliate income you can make from this. But the bottom line is we want to help you to do your first couple events. We want to help you get your cause. We want to help you get your sponsors on board. We want to help you with all your marketing and to come alongside of you and to help you with your first event or your first years of events, right?
Mm-hmm. That sounds pretty nice. It sounds pretty decent.
Would one of those be I'm not asking you here now to join us in any way, but would this type of idea be of interest, do you think?
Yeah, it sounds like something I would definitely look into and consider and think over. Yeah, it sounds like a good idea, you know. But also, I want to be able to see more. And like when you say you send me some stuff, I'll look into whatever you send me. I'll check it out. Then I'll send you my stuff too. So, you know, you can have an idea of who you're speaking to and what I speak about. And you'll know if I'm the type of person you want to work with or have on your team.
That's fair enough. And then how about you and I meet again in a week or so?
That sounds good.
Okay. And then if you're open up to it, would you be open to having another conversation to see where we go from here?
Yeah, of course, man. I mean, of course, at the end of the day, I feel like everything happens for a reason. I mean, whether if this goes anywhere or not, everything happens for a reason. And yeah, I'm not gonna be like, no, nah, no. I'm open to any type of conversation. I'm open to any type of idea because you just never know. We can be having this conversation right now, and then tomorrow something can change. We don't know tomorrow, so you know, I'm fine with that.
Fair enough. Dale, is there anything I can answer for you here and now about events, about sponsorships, about any question whatsoever? I want to make sure you get some value out of this call. Like, does anything come to your mind that you would love to know more about?
No, actually, me personally, I feel like I was made to speak to people. So nothing when it comes to events or dealing with people, I'm not scared. I'm not worried. You know, I'm very comfortable. But I do know that there's procedures, and I do know that there's ways that you can become more efficient in what you can do. So that's my main goal at the end of the day.
We
If I
always say
can,
we always say there's good, there's better, and there's best practices. Like this is a good practice. Here's a better way of doing it, but here's probably the best way of all would work. Good, better, best,
and
right? And
best, but you get different results. Yeah, you
yes,
get different
and over
results.
time we've learned a lot of things the hard way. So yeah, you're bang on there.
Yeah, of course. And just like I said from the jump, I don't know everything, and I'm still learning. I mean, we learn every day, so um that's just it. I know there's a lot of improvement I have. If I say I'm fine with where I'm at, I'm okay at, then I'm lying to myself, but if I'm open to receive information and learn, then I'm good. There's something that people say. They say a smart man can play stupid, right? But a stupid man can't play smart, you know. So I'm like I said, I'm open to learn as much as I can, So, but yeah, I'm like, please send me your stuff. Let me check out, what you have, and I'll send you my stuff too, man. I like when people are, there was this lady I met, cool lady, and she was doing her own thing, and she was saying, "Hey, I want me and you to work with each other." I said, "Okay, okay, fine." I asked her. We were talking for about 3 or 4 weeks. I said, "I'll send her my work." I say, "Hey, have you seen what I've done?" "Oh no, I haven't got to it yet. No, I haven't got to it yet." I said, "Okay." Second week, I'm still sending, daily because I drop videos every day. I said, "Hey, have you seen my work?" No, not yet. I was busy, but I'm going to check it. But she wants to work with me. So finally, the fourth week, we met up the third week. The fourth week, I called her. I said, did you get a chance to see my video? She said, yeah, I seen something. I said, what did you think? Oh, I can't remember the topic. I said, okay. I said, look,
We're done.
we're done. I mean, because at the end of
Yeah.
the day, you can't say you want to work with somebody and you don't even know what they sound like. If you have a cause, my language might be different from what you're trying to put out there. So if you hear, like, oh, I spoke to this guy, but what he's saying doesn't go with what we're doing. So it's good, thank you. But if you hear and then you see it's different, then you are okay. You get a clearer picture. Same way, if I see what you're doing, I get a clearer picture. Other than just hearing, sometimes you have to see people do whatever they say they do. That way, you know what you want. So I mean, yeah, that's just it. That's just it.
One of our philosophies is we only work with people that really, really want to work with us. We don't chase people to do this in any way possible. We only meet with people who seek us out. You made an appointment and we're chatting, right? But it's based on, I didn't call you and say, hey, make an appointment. You know what I mean? So we only work with those who want to work, and what we do is not for everyone. It's not for everyone, because not everybody has a passion they want to share. Not everybody wants to make a big difference. Not everybody is motivated to change lives and leave legacy. And those of us who are want to work with others who feel the same passion. Otherwise, it's not a good fit for you or us. We're looking to help as many people in as many places as we can, so that children can be fed, that people with addictions can get help who need it and want it, those who are hungry are fed, and right, and help those who need it most, right? In both of our countries, we have veterans on the streets. Come on, right? Things need to change, right? And each person can make a difference. And those who want to make a difference, we want to share what we can with them. Like, there's no sense you or anyone else going out and making the same mistakes that I already paid dearly for.
Right.
That would be silly, right? I've already made millions and millions and millions of dollars in mistakes. And it's like, right, we don't want to do the work for you, but at the same token, we want to guide you. It's like walking through a maze, like the cornfield maze or whatever, right? And many times you come to that maze, you come to a section, and there's 2 or 3 different ways you could go. And some of them are quite long, but they lead to a dead end, a long ways away from the path. But you don't know, you venture down there and you could be there a while, but eventually you work your way back and go, okay, that was the wrong end. I'm back here again. Let's try this. And many times you'll make another turn and that's the wrong way too. And you come back and go, okay, now I got it. This is the way, right? I've already been down those paths. Some of them cost me dearly, right? And feel free to anyone to walk through that maze. I already know what you're going to find, and I know where the hiccups are, and I've already been at some of those. Even though I don't want to walk through the maze for you, but I like to stand at some of the entrances and go, trust me, you don't want this path. Trust me, right? Right? And you don't want this one either, right? But try this one, and here's why. Because here's what's down this one, and here's what's down this one. And you come to that path, okay, right? Here's what you're going to find in this, here's what you're going to find this, and here's what you're going to find in this, because I've already been down some of those roads before. After 11,000 events, learned a few things.
Of course. There was something you said that struck me out from the beginning of our conversation, from the beginning. And you said you had a speech issue and people in your community stuttering, right? Was it stuttering you said?
Yes.
And people in your community and your environment, they helped you, right? And look at where you're at now, right? So someone's seen something in you, regardless of whatever you had going on with you.
That I didn't see myself even, right?
That you didn't, thank you. And they pushed you, they propelled you, and look at what you're doing now. So the same way you noticed, or you knew what you had going on with you and other people saw, but they invested in you. That's what I said from the jump. I know what I have. I need an investment too. So I kind of feel like when you when you invest in people, you know, you just never know the outcome of it, you know. So that's
Yeah,
pretty much it.
and Dale, to each person that joins our network
Mm,
brings a new story, a new adventure. And what happens is when we have a group of like-minded professionals helping each other, all different walks of life, all different talents, like Dean is a marketing magician extraordinaire. Like his
mm,
videos, his presentations are like top drawer, like second to none. Okay.
mm,
Nat is one of the most organized people with events that you're ever going to meet on the planet. You know, when it comes to landing pages and automations and making everything work smoothly and properly, she is bang on. I'm the sponsor guy. You will not
mm,
find, or I should say you won't find, you'd have a tough time finding another human on planet Earth that's done more sponsor presentations than I have. I've worked
mm.
with over 30,000 sponsors. That's how many yeses I got. That's not counting all the no's. So when it comes to sponsorships, like I know what I'm talking about. And just like when it comes to marketing, when it comes to events, when it comes to to the three of us, we got this, right? And we're just here to help you and others to be able to learn what you got, learn how to package it, learn how to partner with nonprofit groups, learn how you can help them and they can help you. And together you guys do good work in the community. And then how the outside businesses and professionals around the community, what's in it for them to partner, how can they help you, how can they win, so that the local businesses win, you win, all the groups win, and like everybody wins. The food bank wins, the children will win, the different causes will win, you'll win, everybody wins. And that's the whole advantage. And everybody brings a little something to the table, and we all get what we want. You get geeks, you get to make a difference, you get to make income. Nonprofit groups that are looking for funds and awareness, they're praying for a miracle. These nonprofit groups have more people to serve than they've ever had to serve ever before, especially during COVID, especially. And most of these nonprofit groups, they're hurting. They're not getting the donations that they were 4 or 5 months ago. They're not able to do events like they were a while ago. And even
Right.
though these nonprofit groups don't have the income, they still have people knocking on their door for help, for food, um, for help on their addictions, for mental issues. People still need them, but how do they continue to serve without the funds and awareness? How do they continue to eventually they just can't help them anymore because they don't have the means,
They don't have the means. Yeah.
right?
They
So
don't have.
all
They don't have the. It's like a mediator effect. Like you need is like being a mediator. You have there's a link between the people, the organizations, the nonprofits that represents and stands out and connects the dots and leads everybody to see a bigger picture, pretty much.
that's what we're trying to do here, saying, how can we take our 100 years combined experience in doing this? How can we take what we learned the hard way after my 11,000 events and together 30,000? How can we take what we learned to help speakers, authors, coaches, mentors, educators go out and make a difference in their community? How to partner with nonprofit groups, how to create win-win-win opportunities, and how to get these events highly sponsored, and how to do at the end of the program so that there's revenue that you can have and that you can, we believe that if you don't make enough money from this, you're limited to how many people you can help. Because you have to go find a job to survive your own self. Well, let's say you had to go work wherever you work. That's 40 hours a week you can't serve because you got to go make a job so you can eat, live, feed your own family. Whereas we're saying, if we can combine it all together, we're able to do this as little as we want, as much as we want, whenever we want. And this system that we do, it's the only system I've ever seen where we have that kind of freedom. Because traditionally, as a speaker, as an author, as an entertainer, traditionally, the client would call you and say, Deo, we have this event. It's on September 10th. Here is where it is. here's what time you need to be here, and here's what you're going to get paid. And you're like, okay, I'll do it. And then you have one here, you have one here, and when you have, and then what they do, they plan their life around that. I have this gig over here I got to do. I have this gig over here I got to do. I have this gig over here I got to do. And they kind of plan their life around it. That is the life of an entertainer. That is the life of an athlete. That is the life of a speaker. However, because we are creating our own events, because we are electing to take a portion of what I create, and I am going to donate this, a part of it or all of it, to a cause of my choice. I'm asking nothing from them. I'm not asking the charity sell tickets. I'm not asking them to do hardly anything. I'm doing this event, and I'm sharing part of my income with the chooses that I care to support. Okay? Now, if you're in Washington area,
Yeah.
okay. Now let's say, Dale, that you are the chief of firefighters in your community. Let's say, okay. And I hear through the grapevine that your fire department is looking to buy a Jaws of Life, or you're looking to buy a heart defibrillator for one of the trucks so you can help people with heart attacks, or whatever it is you're trying to buy. And I make contact with you and say, hey, Dale, I'm a entertainer, motivational speaker. I am putting on an event in the Washington area on September 1st. I'm going to be in the area. I'm going to create an event, and I'm going to donate 50% of all my ticket sales back to a local cause. And I heard what your firefighters are doing. I'm going to do this event, and I want to send you 50% of the money, and I'm going to do this event on August 20th. You know what you're going to say? See you August 20th. You're not going to say, what? I don't want free and easy money. No, don't help us. Go help somebody else.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Okay? You're not going to, whereas when it's your event, I'm going to come and do it whenever you want. But when it's my event, so each month, my wife and I sit down, we take my appointment book. I and my wife pick all the dates that are important to our friends and family first. Okay, we're going to a baby christening over here. Our friends are celebrating a 25th anniversary over here. Don't want to miss that. We're going to do this with my mother on this day and with my sister on this day. And then we're going to go to church on this time or whatever it may be. We map all that out. Okay, now that's done, right? That's important to my family, right? Now, how many events do I want to do this month? Okay, let's do 4 events. Okay, where do I want to do them? Do I want to do them in my own community? Okay, let's do something on 3 Saturdays from now. I could do a workshop, a seminar, a magic show, a presentation, an ice cream social. I could organize whatever event I want. I can invite Dale, the motivational speaker, and my friend over here, or my friend over here, my friend over here, and all do a little half hour, an hour, or half a day, or whatever I wanted to do, charge an admission from that, and I can take a percentage of that profit and I give it to the cause, whoever I want to. And then I get some champions, sponsors on board that want to come along and make this happen, that pay us also over and above that to make the magic happen, right? And we get to choose who we perform for, when we perform, as much as we perform, as little as we want, as much as we want, or none at all. We get to determine all of that.
That's power. That's good. That's autonomy.
Right? And it's based on that because we're doing the events, we're creating this, out of the goodness of our heart, we're going to share a portion of this with those we choose.
Mm-hmm.
And
that sounds good.
You know, and the groups that we partner with, they have a following of people that want to see them. So you know what may happen? Let's say you're doing something for a cause in Washington. You know, I may or may not buy a ticket to your event whether it's music, inspiration, for whatever reason. But if you were doing something for foster kids, that was something that's important to me. My aunt, who had multiple sclerosis, she had MS, she took me out of foster care and she adopted me. She had MS. If you do something for MS, I'm listening, I got my attention, I may come to the event to support MS and fall in love with your music, fall in love with your inspiration, fall in love with you, what you're doing. But my primary motive, to be honest, was to come and support this cause.
Right.
Right? Just being straight up, right? But then once you're introduced to the speakers and you learn what you're going to learn or participate, whether you're helping them to build friendships, build relationships, whether you're helping them overcome or inspire or entertain or whatever you're doing that makes a difference, people in the community want to see that happen. And they're going to start coming on board, and maybe one will give you a banquet hall, maybe one will give you cash, maybe one will allow you to bring in people that couldn't have come otherwise, and they'll pay for those people. Like, there's ways that we put all these together so that the whole community wins, we win, and everybody who partners with us, the local restaurant who partnered with us, they got value from this. The local real estate agent who helped us, they got some value from this. The local car dealer who helped us, they got value from this. And each partner gets 2 to 10 times what they give us. So basically, someone could give us a $500 venue. Our goal is to give them $2,500 to $5,000 in ways that we can help them back over and above. So we may introduce them to our other partners, or get them exposure in the TV or radio for helping us to help the cause. Maybe with them speak at our event. So there's ways that we reward them that's way over and above what they give us. So everybody gets not only compensated, but they get 2 to 10 times what they put in. So all the partners win. And that's the beauty of these win-win-win community cross promotions that we do. So we're able to take folks with a talent, with a message, partner them up in nonprofit groups, make great things happen where everybody wins. That's kind of what we do.
Sounds good.
Just people helping people, right?
Right. That's the goal. I mean, I feel like today, that's what we need. There's a lot of broken people out here, and when you help, you just never know. Like you said, you never know where it can take you, what type of impact you'll have on your community or the people around you. So I feel like that's definitely good. What you guys are doing, it sounds very great.
And again, this may or may not be for you. Who's to say, right? But I can send you some more information on these programs. We're looking to start this within the next 30 days, this ride-along experience. And basically what we're going to do, this ride-along experience, and we want this to be a fair, basically like what we're saying is, we're going to create an event that you get to watch piece by piece unfold. And we're not going to leverage any of our existing relationships, because that's not a fair. Like if I went out tomorrow and worked with partners I already worked with, and that's not what we're saying. I'm saying we're going to go pick a cause we've never worked with. We're going to meet with champions we've never met with. They don't even know who we are, kind of thing. We're going to put this together the way that we show you how to do it. And we're going to create an event from scratch, saying, first thing, we're going to do this. Next, we're going to do this. Next. And as we do these steps, we will record the process. So if I'm meeting with the lady at the food bank, I'm going to set up a microphone. I'm going to record that conversation. When I go meet with a real estate agent, I'm going to set up a mic. I'm going to record that whole conversation from beginning to end, good, bad, and ugly. Right? So this first thing we're doing is what we call an alpha group. So what we're looking to do, we're looking to get maybe a dozen folks that we can partner with, so they can ride along and watch this, and then if they like, we can help them with their own events. So that in 30, 60, 90 days from now, we will have case studies, so we can help even more people. I already have 35 case studies where I work with illusionists, hypnotists, right? But now we're expanding this out to work with speakers, motivationals, those who are not entertainers per se, Okay. So once we can help 5 or 10 people, my only goal is to help these people get as much result as humanly possible. A, so that they're well on their way. And B, we get a little bragging rights. We get a little testimonial
Yeah, it
case
builds your
studies.
value.
That's
Yeah, it
right.
builds your value.
Because now we can say, look, we worked with Dale. This is what we did. We worked with Brian. This is what happened. Worked with John over here. This is what happened. This is what we did. This is what happened. And it gives us case studies, right?
Yes.
Which only builds your brand. And as we build our friendship, then we trust each other more and more. We could be more involved in your stage. You become more involved on our stage. We introduce you to our partners, our champions, all that kind of stuff, right? As we see, one of the biggest challenges we have right now is we can't go out and set up, like, let's say we went to Habitat for Humanity. You probably have that there, where you build homes for people that can't afford a home, Habitat, or whatever group. We cannot go out to a big organization like that and say, let's do 100 events at a time, one shot. Let's say we do something every month on the same time, all for one cause. We couldn't do that right now, because the people that we would send your way, these entertainers have no idea how to do this. They have no idea how to get the free venue. They have no idea how to partner with a nonprofit group. They have no idea how to get sponsors on board. So the only way we can make sure that they have all this in place is to teach them step by step by step by step. So once we get you through the process, now we can really start helping each other, where we do 10 of us get together, 20 of us get together, 100 of us get together, do events all the same time for the same cause in our own respective community. That's where we're aiming for. So that at any given month, we're raising many millions per month for nonprofit groups, helping all our members, and go to bed at night going, wow, did we ever make a difference this month? That's it.
That sounds very good. Like I said, it's good work, good stuff. I like it.
I help you, you help me, and together we make a difference, not only in your community, but the communities that you want to visit. Because there could be someplace, like, for example, if I want to go to Nashville on vacation, and I'm going to be there for a week, I'm like, what group can I help when I'm in Nashville? So I pick a cause, go there, do an event for one day, go on vacation the other 6 days, come home going, wow, I had a great time in Nashville, but I helped this cause raise $40,000. And then if I want to go on a vacation somewhere else, if I'm going to go on vacation, why not take a few hours and make a huge difference while we're already there on vacation? Go do a 4-hour seminar or 2-hour workshop or a half day on something and change lives while you're there. That's what we're talking about.
That's great. I like it.
Okay.
that's good.
Any final questions before we go here? And I'll be in touch with you. But anything at all I can answer for you on this in any way?
I think you've summed it all up. All I ask is that you check out what I do. I'm going to send you a link, and you check it out, and you send me some of your stuff and the information, and I'll look over it too. So next time we speak, if there's any questions I have based off what you send me, I'll ask you. And if there's anything you've seen that you want to ask me or inform me about, then we can go from there.
Fair enough. And all I ask too, Dave, if I send you information, if you look at this and go, this is not for me, just give me a simple message back. This is not for me. Like, I'm not going to chase you, badger you, pressure you in any way to join this program in any way.
Okay.
I don't, there's so many marketers out there that just trying to sell people. I don't believe in that. I've said probably 3 or 4 times during our conversation, this might not be for you, right? So that's as off the hook as I can be, right? Saying there's no pressure to do anything here is what I'm trying to say, really.
I appreciate it. Same. If you check out what I do and you don't agree with it, please let me know the same thing. Hey, I don't think we're looking for this type of stuff you're doing. You know, so it just makes everything even. But yeah, of course, I got you. No problem.
And the same back.
Yeah, I got you. But also, I still feel like it's important we still speak, because I might see the information and I might not agree with something, but if I ask you, you give me clarity. So it's still a good thing that even if you send me, I'm still able to clear whatever idea or whatever reasoning I got
Yeah.
from whatever you sent me. Because that it might be something I see that I would say, hey, no, I don't want it. And then you break it down, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I'm not just gonna say you send me something, and just because you send me, because everything, I think a lot of the times with us as human beings, we just go for the surface instead of looking deep into something. If you look clearly, if you observe something sometimes, so you get understanding. I feel like a lot of mistakes won't be made because people have an understanding of what they're doing. But when you don't know, it's easy to just and make a mistake or just fail because you didn't know how to handle it. You probably weren't ready. You didn't understand it. So yeah,
If you are totally serious about using your talent to really, really make a difference in your own community, you are certainly talking to the right people. I will leave you with that. Because all we want to do is help you to do good. That's it. That's it.
okay. I appreciate it. And this is what I'm gonna tell you. Um, just look at what I do and you'll know if I'm serious or not. I kind of feel like I could talk to you all day and we can go in circles, but actions speak louder than words. You have to see certain things in order to know who you're dealing with or
Yeah.
what you're who you're talking to. Like,
Yeah. I'm going to show you one thing before we go here, just real quick here. Okay.
all right.
In every community where I traveled as an illusionist, I did $2,500 to $5,000 in sponsors for every event I did. Whether I gave it away for free, whether they paid me, whether I worked on a percentage, I got $2,500 to $5,000 in sponsorships for every event I did, and I did 11,000 of these events. So
Beautiful.
this was for the Wellington Food Bank. This one was for a Catholic secondary school. This one was for another food bank. This one here was for the Grand Valley Food Bank. This one was for the Kinsman Club, which is like Rotary. This is like for the Rotary Club. This is another food bank. In every community and everywhere I went, I did 2,500 and I did 11,000 of these. So like we've done this our whole life, and we would love to be able to use what we've done to help folks like you to really make a difference here. So if the stars align and the moon and the stars align, as they say, hopefully there's a way that we can maybe partner up and help each other. That's all,
I agree, man. I appreciate it, and I'm glad. I like the fact that you showed me that stuff. That's cool. That's cool. But even from how you spoke, how clear you were, how focused, how determined, bold, confident. I felt it. So I don't doubt it. I don't even feel like you'll want to be wasting your time unnecessarily. So no, I appreciate you showing me that. So yeah, please send me the information. I'll look over it. I mean, I'm not a baller. I'm not balling. You feel me? But I do believe in what I'm doing, and I do believe in trying to do better and make as much impact as I can. So I'm definitely going to check it out and go from there. Like I said, everything happens for a reason, man. There was another guy that called me from, I think, I don't know if it was, I'll look at it's not even relevant, like to where he's from, but I think it was Canada or Australia or something. And he called me and he was trying, yeah, we can help you grow your thing and present your stuff. And I was talking and the guy wasn't hearing me. It was pretty much, what he was trying to do. And I'm just like, that turned me off from the jump. It's like, when you want to work with people, you have to be able to hear them and see where they're coming from, because at the end of the day, what you're doing, you're still going to do it, whether if you talk to me or not, whether if you ever hear from me again, it's still an agenda or a mission or a purpose you have, something you want to fulfill. But when you get an opportunity to hear other people's ideas and speak to them, you never know what you can gather in the process of doing that. So thank you for doing that with me. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being patient. Thank you for not cutting me off and, being very free. I appreciate that.
Let me tell you something just before we go, okay? When I was in grade 8, I thought I was doomed. foster kid, stuttered so friggin' bad. I went to all my teachers and I begged them, please, please do not ask me a question in class. Dear God, please don't.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you ask me a question in class, I stand up to give the answer and I'll go, woo. The kids will start calling me names. And as soon as recess comes, I go outside. Those kids are beating me up and coming and mimicking me like the second I walk out the door. So I went to all my teachers and I told them at recess, I'm just going to go to the library. That's it. Don't make me go outside. And they're like, okay, you can just go read, right? I would read the little magic books. I would learn little tricks. I would go to my principal. Sir, pick a card, please. Pick one. Pick one. And he would pick a trick. He was so patient with me. And he'd always say, good job. That was amazing. Oh, that was amazing. And I felt like, wow, right? One day, my principal called me to the office. And he said, there's a very big magic show coming to a nearby city. And he bought 5 tickets to this really big magic show. And he had 4 people in his family. He said, I don't know what I was thinking. I got this extra ticket. So he said he had a random draw. A random draw. And from all the kids at the school, I would win that lucky magic ticket. And I got to go with him and his wife and his 2 children. I was part of their family. We went to McDonald's. We had a cheeseburger and fries. And we went to see this really big magic show. And I was one of his family for that night. On a ticket I happened to win by magic. You know, he gave me a little dignity that night. He didn't say that I got the ticket because I was a foster kid. He didn't say I got the ticket. I didn't get the ticket because I stuttered. It was a random draw. It was just my lucky day. That was it. Okay. I put over 600,000 children. 600,000 children won a free ticket to my magic show so they could come at no charge. And I gave these tickets to principals in every school. So every principal could give out 25 of those in every school that I went to 8,000 schools. And every principal had a stack of those tickets. And they picked children to win those magic tickets the way I won mine. To me, it's not about money. You know, people stepped up to help me that did not have to. They didn't have to do this. I never forgot that, man. I can't get past that. Because what would have happened if they didn't help me? What would have happened? Where would I be? I don't even know, right?
It was destiny. It was your destiny.
Right? So it's kind of like now I'm trying to pay it back and I'm trying to pay it forward all at the same time. Right? So by me helping you or by helping whoever I can in any way I can, I'm paying it back in spades because I think I need to. I think it's only right. Why wouldn't I help somebody the way somebody helped me? Right? Somebody that I don't have to help. I've helped a lot of people I didn't have to because someone did it for me. I can't get past that. You know?
I kind of feel like even when you're helping people, I feel like you're still helping yourself. Since you were vulnerable enough to tell me your story, I want to show you something too, so you know, because I kind of feel like there's a difference when people say certain things and then certain people actually live what they're talking about. So this is my trunk of my car, and this is all my stuff. This is the stand. Look, this is the stand I use for my videos. It goes everywhere with me. This is my bag of clothes. All my clothes are here. Clothes, shoes, you know. Me personally, I live out of my car. I grind, I work, I do deliveries. Like, but I still try my best to inspire people, because I kind of feel like it's not about what you have, it's not about what you wear, it's about what's within you. So I'm not ashamed to say, oh my God, I sleep in my car, or I don't have my own place, so I'm struggling. I can never be ashamed of that, because I know who I am. So there's no reason for me to be like, ah. In fact, that can be an inspiration, motivation, encouragement to other people, that dang, if this person is going through stuff like this and he's still trying to put positive stuff in our world, I can do it too. I have a house, I have an apartment, I have a good job. What's stopping me? So it's the same thing. But usually in this world, we're brainwashed somewhat. We're thought to believe if we don't have this, if we don't live like this, if we're not at this place at this age, if we don't talk like, we're not up to par, we're not good, we're not qualified, we're be under. I have a degree in criminal justice, but that's not where my passion lies. I went to school. That's not where my passion lies. My passion lies in doing things that I believe I can do. You only get one life. You only get one life. You know, people say you only live once. You know, you don't only live once. We live every day. You're alive now. You're living. You feel me? We live every day, but the chance, the opportunity of life comes once. You know, some people, my miracle might happen. They might die. They might wake up. They might do the little shock in, bring them back, resuscitate them, bring them back to life. You know, to glory be to God for that. You know, so there's miracles and stuff that happens, but for the most part, we live every day. So I kind of feel like tomorrow is too late. No matter what type of condition you're in, no matter what you got going on, you have to try your best to make it work for you now. And you just have to give it what you got. See, if I didn't speak, if it wasn't destiny, if I didn't go in the lane that I chose to go in, me and you won't be on the phone. We wouldn't be chatting now, because there wouldn't be nothing now connect me and you to speak. I'm not speaking. I'm not trying to inspire people. So there's no reason why we might link up on LinkedIn or anywhere, wherever, however, Facebook, it does anywhere for us to speak. But I feel like since that's something I said, hey, I want to do this. I feel I'm passionate about it. I'm talking to you now. It things, like I say, everything happens for a reason. So no, I definitely appreciate, what you said,
Yeah, I'm going to tell you one more thing, and then I got to go here because I don't want this to come into a pressure thing where I'm pressuring you in any way.
Yeah.
You know, for some reason, when I decided in grade 8 or grade 9 or grade 10 that not only was I going to become an illusionist, in grade 8, I took a piece of paper and I marked down in the library that I was going to build one of the largest magic shows in Canada. I wrote down that I am going to perform with lions, tigers, cougars, and jaguars like Siegfried and Roy. Okay? I wrote this down in grade 8. I wrote down that 1 million people would see my show and that I would raise $1 million for charity. And I also wrote down I was going to make an elephant disappear of all things. I wrote this down in grade 8. I put this in my bedroom mirror, right? My partner and I together raised over $20 million for nonprofit groups. I have worked with lions, tigers, cougars, and jaguars. I don't work with them anymore, but I've worked with them for 30 years, 12 cats. I made the elephant disappear. There's very few magicians in the world ever to make an elephant disappear. I am one of them. And I've raised millions of dollars for charity. And who would have thought this would ever be possible for a guy like me, And I'm just here to help as many people as I can with what I've learned along the way. And I just hope to be able to share what I've learned to help other people. And here's the thing. For some reason, when I just kind of took this approach, I could probably go back and sit with you and talk a whole day. I could tell you stories of maybe 10 different people that kind of come into my life at the right time. And when you first go through some of this, you think it's coincidences. Maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe you met this person, a coincidence you met this person. But now I just turned 61, and I look back at my life, and I'm like, was this person, this person, this person, this person, this person who come into my life at the exact right time and gave me motivation or advice or tip or some help. Was it all coincidences, or was this just meant to be?
It was meant to be.
Right? Because you had a kind heart and all you wanted to do was to go out and do good. And for some reason, people just come into my life at the right time, and I don't even try to explain it anymore. It just kind of happens. And who knows, maybe there's a reason why you and I connected together, because today you could have connected with me, you could have connected with Nat, you could have connected with Dean. It's just when you book an appointment, you're going to get one of us, right? And
I remember I told you I thought I was going to talk to a woman.
Yeah.
Remember? Yeah.
But maybe there was a reason that we were meant to connect. I don't know, but that's what we need to find out. But I'll send you some information. You send me some information, and let's chat again and see if we can help each other to do some good here. So
appreciate it. Thank you for your time.
Okay, I'll give you okay, there you go, my friend. Nice talking to you.
All right, man.
We'll keep
Same
in touch,
here.
okay? Take care.
All right, bye.